And we are live. It might take people a little bit to get used to the new logo that we repping. We changed some things up. In order to properly evolve and do the things that we're doing, we kind of have to get from, as I'm saying, shades of Man City's shadow using our logo. It's kind of just like an easy pick. And honestly, there are a couple of guests that have hit me up and been like, we would love to be on, but the very obvious Man City thing might make some other people upset that, because they don't represent Man City. They are generally just a people. So I'm very much looking forward to some of the surprises that come with what we are doing. I am Chocolate. We got the Sharpie Charlie. We got the Tom Bomb. We are Shades of Blue. How's it going, me brothers?
It's going wonderful. I had Chick-fil-A this morning. It's a great day.
I got my
Oh,
nice little tropical vibe Celsius. I'm ready to go.
hey, let's go. Well, I am excited because again, I've just been online, just like flipping through, updating the logo on all the pages and chatting with people. I have not had a chance to even look at our lineup, so I am looking forward to it. I've kind of seen people do their little tweets talking about it and all that stuff. So, all right, let's get this pulled up. Share. There we go. All right. So we got Ederson, Walker, Stones, Akanji, Ake, Rodri, Kovacic, Bernardo, Daku, Alvarez, and Halan. I think I'm a little nervous because on my parlay, I might have Foden having a shot at goal. So
Might
he
be a sub. Yeah.
he better come on and immediately get to the bullshit. How are you? How are you feeling about this lineup?
I love it. I see four, if I counted correctly, changes from the last match in the derby. Right, we got Akanji and Ake both in. Akanji's back fit, which is great. You have Kovacic in as well as Daku for Grealish, and so I feel like this is a team that will go dominate at home. No issues for me. How about you, Tom?
I just find it wild that we're still living in this world that we're going to be able to drop John Stones into the midfield um, and still have Kyle Walker play right back, but still get up the field as high. It's just like to me that just says we don't respect you, Bournemouth, at all. Like we don't think that you will be a threat. So
Mhm.
um, I this lineup to me in some way says like we will have 80% possession in this match. Like, um,
it always tells me whenever you see Ake as left back, respect to Ake, but with him battling the like hamstring problem that he has this season and stuff, I mean, I like that he's been able to be rested for it feels like a couple of weeks now. Uh, but whenever I see Ake as a left back, to me that says Pep doesn't worry about the speed on the wing. If you can put Ake, I'm not saying he's slow, but if he was worried about that, I feel like we would see Bardiol and stuff like that up back there. Kick sounds wonderful this morning. It really does. No, no joke.
it really does.
And shout out to everybody watching on FanFest Live, on Twitter, on YouTube. Make sure hit those thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Give us those, show that love. Our YouTube numbers, actually, I've been looking at those. The viewing hours have skyrocketed. We officially hit 500 viewing hours. I think it's like
Nice.
1,500 or whatever to become like official on YouTube. The fact
Mhm.
streaming directly to YouTube and stuff like that, I really do feel like that's a flex. So shout out to people and things out there. We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate it. Can I say something about the lineup?
Of course.
I would be very disappointed if this bet I'm going to play doesn't hit. I'm going to play shot on target for Daku, Alvarez, Holland, and Rodri. I just feel like everybody's going to be shooting today. Like,
Yes.
because you got to break it down early. Like, we know Bournemouth, when you put up the lineup, it's a 5-4-1. Call it two banks of five if you just want to be real. Like, we got to break that down. But once you break it down, they have nothing for you. Um, and so it's just like, yeah, I want, and we've been shooting this year. Like, this is not the same as seasons past where it's like, can we please take a shot? It's like, no, we gonna shoot. They may not, it may get stopped, they may get deflected, but shooters shooting this year, and I love that about this squad. It's a very fun side to root for. It's like the nice combo of like control but fun, and so it makes the viewing experience, even as a supporter, better. I can only imagine for neutrals. It's like, okay, City is actually enjoyable, quote unquote, this year because they're going for it.
They're
A
gonna
little bit
shoot.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot. That's it. At least shoot. That's it. Yeah.
I agree with that statement because I am hearing a lot less cities boring to watch statements. I feel like I'm hearing a lot less of that. That was obviously a huge thing 2 seasons ago before we got Halan. People still tried to push that whole thing last year when Halan was bagging all the goals. This season, you would think because we're not off to the same hot start, I haven't really heard any of that stuff. I truly think people are just done lying to themselves about that.
We should just trademark the number 115 in the UK. Just so that
Honestly,
that way, if they're gonna say it, because that's all that I've heard, like personally about City. So,
pay
'Cause all they
us.
can do is pray. They could pray for your downfall. Like,
like
they
from
can't
That's
members,
it.
like
actually think about
neutrals
beating you
and
long term. Nobody's being like, oh,
members.
after 10 matches, City's not going to win. It's like, okay, cute that Spurs have the lead. That's really cute. Like,
Help
enjoy it.
us. Save
You
us.
deserve. Like, Arsenal,
That
Spurs, Liverpool. Somebody please win. It's been so long. We are tired of seeing them hold the trophy because our club sucks.
oh man.
That's United people.
No,
Sorry.
you nailed it. Well, let's look at these cherries.
Oh,
Radu, Aarons, Memphan, Zabarni, Kelly, Kirkes, Scott.
Scott, Philip, Christie, Solanke, Tirani. You froze for a second, so I was like,
Oh, okay.
oh.
Yeah, no worries. Appreciate it. No,
No
appreciate
problem.
it. I'm not worried about this squad. Obviously, Dominic Solanke has the potential to trouble us. Mans is inconsistent. The club itself is inconsistent. I feel like a couple of the names that were available from the last match aren't playing. I don't know if that's due to injury or maybe he was just subbing and this is the fully rested squad that he wanted to bring out. But I know the last two
well,
weeks I've
they
been
they
joking
played
about being
they
stressful about them. I'm not.
they played midweek
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
the We
yeah.
Don't Care About Cup.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
um, yeah, that's probably why they had that squad rotation. But like, yeah, no, like Solanke like is the only one that might pose a threat. But to Charlie's point, they're gonna sit back two banks of five. They're not even like a bank of five and a bank of four. No, two banks of five. They're not gonna, and especially since they are on the road, they're they are praying for. Well, let's lull City into sleep and like let them have the ball, not not take shots or take bad shots, and then go home with a 0-0 draw.
I'm gonna raise you a couple goals. I think if you ask the manager, give him true serum, he would say, "Hey, if we lost 2-0 to City, that's going to be a great result because right now they sit 1 point ahead of Luton Town in safety. Like they're 17th, Luton Town's 18th with 5 points. They have 6 points, and there's only a 2 goal differential between them. And actually, Luton Town has a better goal differential at -11 compared to -13. So, like, what they're hoping, this is so crazy to talk about this. They're hoping that Liverpool smacks Luton Town tomorrow. Like, if Liverpool smacks Luton Town and they lose 2-0, 3-0 even, but Luton Town loses like 5-0. It's like, okay, on the net, we won this week because neither one of them are winning. So let's just like not lose as badly. So this could easily be one of those games where it's like they're busting a gut like the whole first half to just try to keep it scoreless. like our Champions League match, right? And then all of a sudden we just score 3 goals in like 28 minutes, and it's like, oh wow, that was quick. So that wouldn't surprise me, and I stopped getting upset at it. Like it takes a while to break teams down who are just trying to defend. It's like the ultimate training session where it's like, hey, we aren't even going to try to score, but can you? Good luck.
Yeah, and that's great on you for looking at it that way, because that makes sense. Just truly, it's just a mindset. I couldn't imagine being a manager where you aren't even focused on winning. It's just like, look, we just can't lose by 3, by 4, and I have the over under 2.5 goals, so I need at least 3-0, 2-1. I need some of that. I would prefer City to win by at least 2 goals, though. This isn't the club that I understand what they're doing, but like you guys kept asking, where is this match? This is at the Etihad. I understand what the Cherries are going to be trying to do. They're going to try to bore this match out. The fans, the citizens in the Etihad can't allow that to happen. Every single time City have a chance to burst up the pitch, they need to be willing them, screaming, chanting, supporting these players, to know that we aren't okay with a 2-0 win. This is home against a weak side. Run this bitch up.
So where, Charlie, where do you think that Bournemouth like starts their line of confrontation? Is it closer to like the top of the 18, or is it closer to the midway circle?
I think it's the circle, like the bottom of the circle. Like I think that's where they start confronting, because there's no point in trying to press us. They know that. So why even go to halfway? You're just trying to sit right there so your attackers, your top bank is just far enough so if you get, I say attackers very loosely. So if you get a loose ball, if Daku gives it up, if Bernardo, I can't even say Bernardo gets plucked. I've never seen Bernardo lose with that. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, if something crazy happens, a bird flies into Bernardo's eye, he loses the ball, that you have an ability to get the ball out quickly. Like it takes so much for me to like. I was thinking about this on the ride trip, like what could go wrong. This is the same way I thought about United, and almost I would say this to Bournemouth's credit, they're going to play a more structured match than United. Like their plan is a solid plan. They will not go out there and not know what they're doing or not look like they know what they're doing. It may not be aggressive. It may be very defense heavy, but they're going to execute. Are we going to break them down? Eventually, yeah. But I know this match, technically for Pep, it probably will be harder than the United match.
Yeah.
Because you're going against someone that just does not want to score or doesn't care about scoring.
Yeah, I was going to say, they are a well-trained club, and that is a respect to them. Man, it is the 83rd minute, and it is still tied 0-0 in this United Fulham match.
Poor guys.
Like
I personally don't like to comment on mid table matches. Like it feels mean. It feels like you're punching down. I don't like doing that.
He said 8 verse 14 is not for me. He called him in mid majors. Oh my god, he called him the Sunbelt Conference. That is crazy. That is insane.
I don't need to see that kind of maction in my life. I don't.
Maction in Manchester. Oh no, they're in London today. So London Maction. That's great.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, laughing at United never gets old. They never piss me off. They're just funny. And I genuinely felt bad for them. Like that should be a goal. I don't care what anybody says. Like Maguire didn't push the man down. He went for the ball. Like it should have been a goal. It's really actually crazy. It's like living these snickets, right? Like series of unfortunate events. Like whatever can go wrong will go. Like all the different shades. It's fucking terrible, bro. Like you gotta just go watch another sport. Like if I'm a United fan, I'm going into college football. I don't care if I live in London. We are following the NFL. Like, and you see, I didn't say live in Manchester. I said live in London.
The World Cup
NFL.
The World Cup of cricket is on right now. They probably just flipped to that.
Go ahead.
Yep. Yep.
Swing that shit, because you ain't kicking shit. They ain't kicking a damn thing in the net. That's so
Yeah.
crazy, dog. How many minutes is that gonna be without a goal? Let's make fun of United. Hold on. So their last goal. Oh, that's right. They got shut out by Newcastle too. Is
Mm-hmm.
this about to be 3 shutouts in a row?
I mean, potentially.
9 times
Yes,
3 is
they're about to
27.
like hold. They'll hold 3 L's in 7 days.
Not scoring
Three,
goals.
Well, they might get
And
a point today. They might nick a
because
point.
no, no, Fulham is going to win in stoppage time. Like
Let me turn this shit on actually, because this we should do a live watch along for
I
the
like
last
I
10 minutes of
like
this match.
I just
yeah,
have it.
because
I got it on my phone, just like sitting here in the corner. I'm just watching the chaos, and they look so bad. And again, Ten Hag is just standing there, just looking confused. And it's because when I played rugby, I always had a manager who was screaming at you always from the sidelines. And honestly, with all of Man City's managers, all of them were very vocal on the sidelines, and Pep is OD vocal on the sidelines. I've just always been around supported squads where you had managers, and even in like American sports, managers for sure are very loud. It's just weird seeing Ten Hag just kind of standing there with his arms behind his back, just always looking angry and annoyed. And at first, I kind of gave that whole moody thing to him being Dutch, and I was just like, that's just like the thing that they do. And nah, dude's just confused and lost and doesn't know what to do or say.
So it kind of reminds me of in the he's like less talented or less accomplished, but like Carlo Ancelotti doesn't do a lot of yelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the vibe, like it's almost like he sets his team up so well he can just let them go.
Yes.
Versus ETH, who gets it wrong more times than not and doesn't want to make changes. Like his first sub today came at 63, and it was Palestri for Anthony, and then he waited another 16 minutes to bring on Martial and Mount. Why are you bringing on people in the 79th minute of a 0-0 match? Like Tom, why would someone take that long to make a sub? Why? Just why? Just why?
I mean, like that's it. The only thing that I could maybe give him is that they played 3 matches. Like this is the third match in 7 days. Um, but a lot of that like is on you to appropriately like see that fixture schedules coming up and like appropriately rotate your squad so that you do have legs. Um, yeah, either
But
that
see,
or
even
like
that doesn't work because his subs didn't start. Like Mount hasn't started. It's been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Martial
yeah,
definitely didn't
Yeah.
start. Like, so you could have brought people on if you really want to be like, hey, we play like shit in the first half. I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes. 55th minute, boom, we're making triple switch. Like something to like say, hey, let's actually, do it. And I see what DT3 said about Rashford, right? Like, he is not a good coach, Jen. I agree with all of this. Like the Rash thing definitely hurt him because he did not think he was not gonna play. But it's like, okay, make a change. You got a whole half. You got all them people getting paid on the bench, and nobody was like, let's bring on that $50 million signing a little earlier than 79 minutes. That would be terrible, bro. Like that's I actually feel bad that like this is going this way. It's funny to watch, but it's so avoidable.
Not man's empathizing.
I have empathy. That's how bad they are. That's how like they're so lowly.
they're so bad that we feel bad for them.
And we
I
beat them
can't
in
say that.
everything that matters. Like they won one derby last year. We beat them 6-3 before, and then won it in the only man derby FA Cup. Fine. So like they have no bragging rights. Like nothing matters anymore. Like I don't care. Like you could go back to the year 2000. I think we're tied on like titles now. Like if you really want to go back that far, like in this century. So get that 99 shit out of here. I don't care about it. Like so your club since Y2K has been mid. Like not even mid, but since Ferguson left, obviously the last 10 years have been terrible. So it's just like this is an abomination, and I can't. It's like a train wreck where you can't look away. People rubbernecking, they looking back like, damn, what
Mm-hmm.
happened? They on the highway, like you can drive. Like I want to see it though. How did this car get in this direction? It's crazy. How did you get over there? Like what were you doing?
Like, right?
It's
Like,
like
what? Wait, their bathrooms are overflowing with piss and how? Wait, what? Like
All that
that
money?
what? Oh, goodness gracious. It's oh man.
Good job,
Okay.
Anthony.
We've done a great job letting United entertain us. But it's a mixture of us playing Bournemouth. There's not much stress or worry there. And honestly, just laughing at this club is great. Oh man, Fulham, don't be dumb. That's all I'm worried about when it comes to stuff like this. And there it is. There it is.
Oh, fuck off!
There it is.
It only takes
Ain't
one.
no way.
I knew it. I knew it. It was just like big old dummies. Just gave the ball away in the worst position. And now Bruno's gonna talk so much shit like he's the greatest man of all time.
Oh,
Ugh.
lovable losers. Here's 7th place, baby. What it do, baby? Oh my Kawhi, because they have 18 points now. So this is wild. They would actually be in 6th if Newcastle and Brighton both lose, which I don't see happening. Like
No.
Brighton's going to beat Everton. They should be Everton at least draw.
Yikes.
Newcastle could draw against Arsenal.
Fulham. That is just silliness.
Okay, that's a crazy goal though, and a terrible goalkeeping. Damn, Bert Leno, you got to pawn that out.
That athleticism. Yeah, he should. There's no reason for him to
He
get
really
there.
does. He really does have the face of a rodent.
Yes. Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, it looks like Ratatouille.
Like,
And I feel like that's insulting Ratatouille because at least Disney made him adorable. Yeah, that's just not. That's the bad thing about having like an older keeper. It's tough getting down like that.
There's an argument that like Zach Steffen could be
also
better.
Yeah.
It's racism.
Yes. Also, Robinson didn't Robinson giving the ball away to start all of that. Like, didn't.
Yeah,
help.
kicking because
Like,
I get kicking the ball, trying to kick it out, but you kicked it directly into your own player, which kept the ball in. If you're gonna do that, then just launch it. I don't know. It's just people trying to just be too cute. Just hoof that ball. Just get it gone. You got 4 more minutes to go. Damn it. Fulham.
Now we got
I
to
will
root for Fulham.
say,
Come on, Fulham. Somebody.
I will say to the United fans, I'm sure it was nice to just go across town versus taking the train up to Manchester to watch your team play.
Oh,
So,
no.
Yeah, it's a lot faster.
Congrats.
Way fast. Like I would love to hop on the tram and just, I'm over here now. That's great.
yeah, it's like I'm on the underground. It's like, oh, I'm on the other side of town.
Can we talk about like what did Rafael Varane say about ETH did not play? Like to be a 93rd minute sub. Like did he talk about his parents? Did he call him a bald head bitch? Like what has he done to be fully fit and not play in lieu of Johnny Evans? Like what the hell is going on? Like I need the investment.
That man
I need
has
more
a
leagues.
that man has a World Cup.
That man has a World Cup and 4 Champions Leagues. What are you doing, bro? Like for Johnny Evans in this economy? Like
yeah, and
he did
like
not
we
play
played
him in
on
the derby over Johnny Evans. That's so
and like
crazy.
yeah, and like we said we played on the episode, Ten Hag even said that technically Johnny Evans and Maguire do more technically for what he wants in their system, which is insane.
They don't even have a system, and they don't. Like that's so egregious. And now these people are cheering. The same people that are like Glazers out. They be like, I need them to have a spine. Have a fucking spine.
Like legitimately scoring this goal the way that they did. And look at them. Yeah, they're just so proud. It's just like, bro, no offense, you should be pissed off that it took
Harry Maguire should never look at a camera like that out on the playing field. That is not why did that happen.
Oh, come on. No, it's over. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, like you got to be excited. If I'm over, if I woke up and I took my 20-minute trip over to the stadium, the Craven Cottage, like I'm gonna celebrate this win. It means a lot, right? Like I paid some money, you know.
Y'all sound like Pep with these slights.
They are what they are, you know. The biggest club in London is Man U. Come on now. Like
we been know this. We been know this.
That was like one of the first things we learned. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you really want to talk about it, Man U was City before City because all like they had the global fandom, right? Like everything was like, oh my god, our fans are all over the world. But now it's like, oh, you City fans are just plastic, blah blah bullshit. Fuck you. Like, can't stand Man United fans on Twitter. Some people in real life are fun, but on Twitter they're annoying. It's
I
cool.
mean,
The niggas cool.
like when Extel like dropped those like you know y'all want to talk stuff about us like bandwagon jumpers and was like, when did you start supporting Manchester United?
They weren't wearing green.
Oh, okay, all right.
I believe I believe Sir. He wasn't even Sir yet, but Ferguson was the manager at that
now
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. David Beckham just happened to be great. You know, the whole class of '92 just came out of nowhere, I guess. And he was like, "Wow, I'm following from the grassroots. I'm over here watching, you know, U23 matches." No, they won, and you say, "I'm in."
That's nasty work. That was hilarious. Who was that from United who just hoofed the ball up the pitch out of bounds? Like, they're pathetic. Like, this is what this club is now. They're just truly just kicking the ball down. Yikes. And now they're doing some shithousery. Wow. Yikes.
That's gonna be match.
In hockey, they call that icing.
That's exactly what that would be.
That's called icing.
Yo, I remember the day I was watching Sports and I finally understood what was happening. I was like, oh, I get it. It can't pass both blue lines. That's crazy. It took me so long to figure this out, but it's so simple.
Oh,
my dad might have been like one of in the 90s, like one of, I don't know, 25 black men in America that truly enjoyed hockey. So we watched a lot of hockey growing up. So like I think it did take me a long time, but yeah, I didn't like it took me like 2 seasons of like, what the fuck is going on?
What are they blowing the whistle for? Why are they blowing the goddamn whistle? I don't understand. They're skating. What happened? I knew what fights were. I knew, forecheck. I started to get that face. What the hell is icing? But yeah. Oh, good job, man. You got 3 points. Number 6, fill up the live table. They can take a screenshot of that shit. 6th place, 18 points, baby.
Right.
Europa. Because like what Europa tastes like next year. Europa. Get that theme song ready. Cue that shit up. Blare that bitch out.
All right. Well, unfortunately,
fun.
they fell on their faces. But I mean, what else can you expect from Fulham?
They failed up. Sometimes you gotta fail up.
Sometimes, that's United's thing is failing up.
White male privilege.
All right. Well, one more time, let's run through these predictions before we get out of here. I'm saying 6. I want a 6.
I'm going 5, and I'm gonna put a bet on it. Over 4.5. Let's get it.
I got a 5-1 victory for us.
Let's run. Let's have some fun.
All right. Well, shout out to you, FanFest Live. All the people in the chats. Appreciate you guys. YouTube, Twitter. You know the vibes. I am Crunk Chocolate. We got the Shark of Charlie. We got the Tom Bomb. We are Shades of Blue. We will be back at it tomorrow for some baby blue baddies action. When they play Arsenal bright and early, 30 minutes before the match goes live. We're actually going to change it up a little bit. We had a couple of Gooners reach out to us, and they're like, hey, would you want to watch the match together? And Claire KC. So shout out to Trev and Deepti. They will be joining us tomorrow to now as evolved. So this is actually going to be back-to-back weeks of watch-alongs for the Baby Blue Baddies, because next week is the Chelsea match, and I think, is that the one where, or are we doing, no, United. Sorry, United.
Nick. Yeah, it's the derby.
In 2 weeks.
Yes, in 2 weeks. All right, well, let's go, City. Let's get out of here. You know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.